morning students, welcome back again to the lecture number 11 of chapter 7. In the lecture 10 we have discussed about two theorems, that is theorem number 7.2 and 7.3. As well as we have also discussed the third congruency of triangle, which is known as angle side. Understood? Now based on those concepts, today in this lecture we are going to solve 2 to 3 examples from the NCERT books. So let us start with the first example. Example number 4. Okay. So in this example it is given that in triangle ABC, so we have to first draw a triangle. We have to first draw a triangle ABC. ABC. Now in this triangle, the bisector AD. So AD is a bisector of angle A. That means there is an angle A. Now AD is the bisector of this angle. So let us draw a bisector. This is the bisector AD. So AD bisects this angle. So AD is the angle bisector. What does mean by angle bisector? An angle bisector is a line which divides an angle into two equal halves. It means this angle, this half is equal to this half. Understood? Next. Now this bisector AD is perpendicular to BC. Okay, what does it give? It gives that this bisector AD, suppose this is the line BC. Now on this line, the bisector AD is perpendicular. Perpendicular means it is 90 degree to the line BC. Okay, so similarly here the line AD or the angle bisector AD is perpendicular to the line BC. Perpendicular to the line BC means it intersects, it chords the line BC at an angle 90 degree. Okay, perpendicular means it intersects BC at an angle 90 degree. It is clear now. So let us first write what is given. So first of all it is given that AD is a bisector. AD is angle bisector of angle A. If AD is the angle bisector of angle A, then this angle is equal to this angle. So BAD is equal to CAD. We can write it. BAD is equal to CAD. Clear? Next thing is that AD is perpendicular on BC. It is given. So, and AD is perpendicular on BC. Clear? Next, what do we have to prove? We have to prove that AB is equal to AC. So AB, this distance is equal to this distance. So first statement is AB is equal to AC. And the second statement, what we need to prove? We need to prove the triangle ABC. Which triangle? We are talking about the large triangle, not the small triangle. That large triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so triangle ABC is isosceles. Okay, so we have to prove these two statements. Let us first prove the first statement. Proof. Okay, see, whenever we draw the angle bisector AD, then what do you see? We see the total triangle ABC is converted, is divided into two triangles, two small triangles, ABD and ACD. Understood? Only if we can show that these two triangles are congruent, if we can show that these two triangles are congruent, then we can write that their corresponding parts, their corresponding sides are equal. Understood? So our target is to prove that this triangle is congruent to this triangle. If these two triangles will be congruent, then we can write that the side AB of this triangle is equal to the side AC of this triangle. Why? Because they are corresponding parts of congruent triangle through axiom 7.2. Understood? So let us compare this small triangle with this triangle. Okay? So between triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Okay, so what are the conditions? Since it is given that AD is the angle bisector, so can we write that this angle of the triangle ABD is equal to this angle of the triangle ACD? Okay, we can write it. So BAD, this angle BAD, this angle is equal to this angle CAD. Why? The reason is AD is angle bisector of angle A. This is clear. Second thing, see, if we consider ABD as a triangle, then this AD is the one side of the triangle ABD. Similarly, if we consider ACD as a triangle, then this AD is also the side of the triangle ACD. So this AD is common side to this triangle, right? So you can write AD is equal to AD common side. Next is the third condition. In the triangle ABD, this angle is 90 degree. Similarly, in the triangle ACD, this angle is also 90 degree. So we can write that this angle is equal to this angle. It means ADB is equal to ADC is equal to 90 degree. So ADB is equal to ACB. Sorry, ADC, not ACB. ADC is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Why? Because AD is perpendicular on BC. Okay. Are you getting my point? So now we have found three conditions here. Let us identify those conditions whether they follow ASA or SAS or ASA congruency. Let's see. So we have taken this angle for the triangle ABD. We have taken this angle. Then we have taken this side. Then we have taken this angle. Since this side is the included side of this two angle. Similarly, for the triangle ACD, we have taken this side, this angle, and this is the included side. So by ASA congruency, we can write that this two triangle will become congruent. Hence, by ASA congruency, triangle ABD, or you can say ADB, is congruent to the triangle ACD. Now we have proved this. We have proved these small two triangles, these two small triangles will become congruent. It means this triangle is congruent to this triangle. Okay, but we don't need this. We need to prove the first statement that AB is equal to AC. How can we prove? Since it is given, or since it is proved that this two triangle ABD is congruent to the triangle ACD, then according to the axiom 7.2, we can write that this side AB of the triangle ABD is equal to this side SC of the triangle ACD. Understood? As we know, if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides must be equal. AB is the corresponding side of ABD triangle, SC is the corresponding side of SCD triangle. So we can write AB is equal to SC by axiom 7.2. Now this is proved for the first statement. Is it clear? Understood? Next, moving to the second statement, proof of the second statement. Let us prove it. We will prove it here. Now we have to prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, ABC. That means the total triangle, not the small triangle. No, the total triangle is an isosceles triangle. We have to prove it. Okay. So in triangle ABC, what we have find here? We have find that AB side is equal to AC side. Here it is. We have proved in the first statement that AB, this distance, is equal to AC. We have proved it. And now think, if in a triangle any two sides are equal, then that triangle is named as what? That is named as isosceles triangle. So similarly, here in the triangle ABC, two sides AB and AC are equal. So we can tell them as isosceles triangle. In triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC, as we have proved. Hence, triangle ABC is isoscale. Is it clear? From the statement or from the proof of the first statement, we have proved that the triangle ABC is an isoscale triangle as it has two equal sides. Okay. Coming to the next question of this lecture, it is example number 5. In example number 5, the statement is E and F are two midpoints of equal side AB and AC of triangle ABC. It means we have to first draw a triangle ABC. Let us do it first. So this is the triangle ABC. Now in this triangle ABC, it is given the equal sides are AB and AC. Okay, so AB is equal to AC. That means it is a which type of triangle? It is an isoscale triangle. So what is given? Given that AB is equal to AC. It means triangle ABC is isoscale. This is clear? So this side is equal to this side. Now E and F are what? They are the midpoints, okay, of side AB, and F is the midpoint of side AC. Okay, so if AB is equal to AC, then E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of AC. Simple. Okay, since E is the midpoint, it means what? E is the bisector. It divides this line AB into two equal halves. So A is equal to B. Clear? A is the midpoint of AB. So A is equal to B. This is clear? Next. F is the midpoint of AC. So F is equal to FC. This is also clear. Okay. So can we write A is equal to EB is equal to FA is equal to FC? Can you write it? Think. Can you write it? This is equal to this is equal to this is equal to this. Can you write it? Yes, we can write it. For example, if we have taken this distance as 6 cm, then what will be the distance of AC? No doubt, since AB and AC are equal, we can write this must be 6 cm. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. E is the midpoint, right? Then what is the length of A? This must be 3 cm. What is the length of B? This must be 3 cm. Clear? What is the length of F? Since the total distance is 6, so F is the midpoint. So what is the length of F? It is also 3. And FC also 3. So if AB and AC are equal length, then E and F are the two midpoint, then this is equal to this is equal to this is equal to this. Clear na? Okay. This is clear. Next, what we have to prove? We have to prove so that BF is equal to CE. BF. So join B and F. And CE. Join C and E. Okay. So first write what is given. So it is given E and F are the midpoints. E and F are midpoints of AB and S. Okay. So A is equal to B, which is equal to also F. Why? I have told you why. Which is equal to FC. Clear na? To prove, we have to prove that BF is equal to CE. BF is equal to CE. Okay, construction. We have to construct here. What we have to construct? We have to simply join B with F, C with E. Join B and E, C and B and F, and C and E. Okay. Next, we have to prove that BF is equal to CE. How we can prove? First, we have to think that from which part we have taken CE. Can we get a triangle having side CE? Can we get a triangle having side BF? First think this. Yes. If we consider this as a side, then we can take this triangle in which CE is a side. Can you take this? Understood? Yes, you can take. So we have to compare the triangle ACE. Look at it carefully. ACE. And second thing, we have to find another triangle having side BF. If we take this as a side, then see, this is also a triangle. This. Did you get it? Which triangle? A, B, F. Okay? Triangle A, B, F. Now, if we can show that this triangle is congruent to this triangle, then we can say that their sides are also equal. CPCT. If we can prove that this small triangle is congruent to this small triangles, then we can prove that BF side of the triangle ABF is equal to the CE side of the triangle ACE. So ultimate goal is to prove that this small triangle is congruent to this small triangle. That is why we have to compare these two triangles. Okay. So let us find their conditions. First, see. If we consider this, which triangle I have considered? A, B, F. Then AB is a side. Okay, AB is a side of this triangle. Similarly, if I consider this triangle, this triangle, this triangle, then AC is a side of which triangle? ACE. Are you getting my point? Huh? Okay. But it is given that AB is equal to AC. It is given that equal sides are AB and AC. But it is given that AB is equal to AC. AB is the side of this triangle, AC is the side of this triangle. So you can write AB is equal to AC because it is given. So you can write AB is equal to AC. Given. Okay. Next condition. Right. Here, if we consider this as a triangle, which triangle I am considering? This ABF. Then AF is a side of this triangle or not? AF, this. Yes, AF is a side of the triangle ABF. Understood? Look at my finger. Similarly, if I consider this triangle, which triangle? This triangle, ACE. Then AE is a side or not of the triangle ACE? Yes. So AE is also a side of the triangle AE. Okay. And now, see, we have proved and it is given that AE is equal to AF because this is equal to this is equal to this is equal to this. We have previously proved. Okay. So this side of the triangle ACE of this triangle is equal to this side of the triangle ABE. This triangle. Okay. Since it is given AE is equal to F. So we can write that AE is equal to F. Why? Because it is also given. Understood? Next thing. If you consider this triangle, which triangle? ABE. Then this is an angle. Yes or no? Yes. Which angle? That is BAF. BAF is an angle of the triangle ABF. Right? Similarly, if we consider this triangle ACE, then this is also a triangle, sorry, also an angle of this triangle. This one, this A, or you can say A. Okay, this is the angle A, yes or no? So this is the angle of this triangle, and this is also the angle of this triangle. Okay, so that angle A is also an angle for the triangle ACE. Understood? So what do we get here? We get this portion is the common angle to this triangle and to this triangle. The angle A is common to both the triangle. So third condition is angle A is equal to angle A common angle. Okay, so here we have found three conditions. Let us identify which congruency does it follow. Right. So what we have taken? We have taken in the triangle AB. We have taken what? This side. this side, yes or no? See, AC, this side, okay, and this angle. So what is it? Again, I am drawing this. In this triangle, we have taken this side, and this angle. So side angle is the included angle here. Similarly, for the triangle SAE, for this triangle, what we have taken? We have taken this side, we have taken this side, and we have taken this angle. So SAS, A is the included angle. So by SAS congruency, hence by SAS congruency, this two triangle ACE is congruent to the triangle ABF. It is very easy. If you look at it very carefully, then you find that it is very easy to prove. So here we have proved that triangle ACE is congruent to the triangle ABF. Understood? But what do we have to find? We have to find BF is equal to C. How? Let's see. ABF is a triangle. Now in this triangle, ABF triangle, in this triangle, BF is a side. Similarly, in the triangle ACE, this triangle, okay, CE is another side of the triangle ACE. But what we have proved? We have proved that this triangle is congruent to this triangle. And according to the exam 7.2, if any two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides are equal, then their corresponding angles are equal. So you can write BF is equal to CE by axiom 7.2. Hence, it is proved. Okay, we have proved that BF is equal to CE after considering or after proving that this triangle is congruent to this small triangle. Okay.